Welcome to Trading Sadhguru. Yeah, this is our intraday chart of Nifty on 5 minutes time frame. Here is the 5 minutes. You can see. So as expected, Nifty opened gap up, made high of the day in the first 10 minutes itself, and then went on to make low of the day. Okay. So if you count these candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 to 9 candles. Okay. So it means 35 to 45 minutes. In the first 35 to 45 minutes, both high of the day and low of the day has been made. And throughout the day, it was more like a seesaw movement on Nifty. So, what we expected for today and what has actually happened. So, positive sentiment we expected, it worked out. And we expected Nifty to move towards 25,800 and 850. Okay. So, that has also worked out. Let us go to that snapshot of the video. Yeah, here it is. Let's change the color so that we identify. Yeah, we expected positive bias, worked out. The most likely scenario is 800, 850. Both of them have been achieved. And we said that in case of extreme bullish scenario, 950, 600 almost went near 950. That is 26 is the high made today. Okay, so downside, previous day low, even the close has not been reached. So these things didn't work out. Okay, on the downside, but the levels work perfectly, 800 and 850, and Nifty closed around 24,843. That is around 850 level. Okay, so in our last video, we discussed that in 2 days' time, we may see 950 or 26,600. It's very much possible. Okay, so what next? Is it 26,000 or 25,950 or where we are expected to go tomorrow during Muhurat trade? Okay, let us discuss that first. Tomorrow being Deepavali holiday, trading generally used to happen on a Diwali day as Muhurat trading for 1 hour. And that is generally it was in the evening around say 6:30 to 7:30 during that period it used to take place. But I think stock exchange has deviated from the earlier practice and now it is scheduled for 1:45 to 2:45 p.m. Okay, during daytime. Okay, so in one way it is good that you can celebrate your festivities in the evening, and post lunch you can sit for 1 hour and complete your work. In a way, it's good also for traders. Okay, so the positivity that you had seen in the last four trading sessions, there is a difference between today's action and the previous 3 days action. If you look at the previous 3 days action, the there was a gap up sustenance, and low of the day is made in the first few candles, 3 to 4 candles, and market went on to make new highs. But here the situation, today's situation is little different. You can see that gap up is there, sustenance is there, high of the day is made, and low of the day is made, and it was expected in positive if market decides to respect this positive momentum, if the trend of previous 3 candles was to be followed, then this high was supposed to be taken out and new high was supposed to be made, but that didn't happen today. So the first few minutes only high is made and then low is made. Okay, and it's somewhere close in between. So it means that the 3 positive candles of the previous 3 sessions prior to today's candle, okay, that momentum, that effect is diminishing. Okay. So the buying power has gone down compared to the last three candles. Okay. So that one has to keep in mind. So is market going to fall tomorrow during Muhurat session? No, definitely no, because for almost a decade I've been observing markets on this day. So it is a sentiment driven trade on Deepavali. Okay. So mostly it will end up in positive only. Okay. 0.2 to 0.45 or 0.7% also. It may move up. Okay. Upside. Okay. So this gap up or the up move will sustain on the next trading session after more trading. That is to be seen. That's a $1 million question. Most likely the sentimental week is coming to an end by tomorrow. So you have to be realistic from the very next trading session. That's it, from day after tomorrow onwards. And there is a, as I've discussed in the previous video, that there is a big reset in the global markets. Okay. You can just refer to our previous video where we had discussed the movement of gold and cryptocurrencies and what is happening around the world and what the superpowers are doing. Okay. So let me, I'm not interested in repeating the same thing here. Okay. So this is the triangular pattern which market has taken out and comfortably trading above this triangle. Okay. Okay. This is for immediate purposes. And this is another pattern, shoulder, head and shoulders pattern. So it appears that we are near the top. Near, this is around 26,200 plus. Okay. So we are just near 26,200. In a day or two, we may see 26,000 also on the market. So there is a possibility that this may be the double top and correction may start because of the global reset in the global markets, especially the US dollar. Okay. So protecting capital is very important. So those who are holding portfolios, at least now you who are not hedged fully, they may think of hedging their portfolios. This will save a lot of effort and time in your trading journey or investment journey in case the market decides to take downturn from here. Okay. If you hedge it, you will be protected. Else you have to wait for a few more months or even years to get back to where the prices are in case of a deep correction. So the correction what we discussed yesterday, it is around 22,000 to 500 to 22,000, below which we are looking at some 17,000 odd levels. Okay, so it is more like a global reset in case the correction is coming. So better be prepared. Still there is time. More trading tomorrow is there. So those who are not hedged, they can think of hedge, or those who are carrying positions, they may look to close or even what do you call, convert them into strategies where you know the maximum loss beforehand in case of things go wrong. Okay. So protect your capital and happy Diwali. Bye.